Hey, what's up, Sami here. If you're a Mac Mini user, you already know the pain. The machine is powerful, but the setup, massive cables, dongles everywhere, and storage that fills up way too fast. But today, this thing completely changed how I use my Mac Mini. This is the VixelTech Studio Dock Pro, the first display that literally hugs your Mac Mini. It's not just another monitor, it's a magnetic, modular expansion display that transforms your Mac Mini into the all-in-one machine it always should have been. Let's dive in and see if the Studio Dock Pro actually lives up to the hype. First, the Studio Dock Pro is designed specifically for the Mac Mini M4. On the back, there is a magnetic snap-on zone. You gently push the Mac Mini toward it and it locks into place. No stands, no brackets, no tools, just snap and down. The entire rear middle plate is one clean piece, and once the Mac Mini is attached, it honestly feels like you've turned it into an iMac style all-in-one. The whole setup looks incredibly clean. The stand supports a -15 degree to 80 degree ergonomic tilt, and the middle hinge has a smooth premium resistance. It doesn't wobble, it doesn't droop, and overall it feels tighter and more solid than many monitors I've used before. Put it on your desk, and what you get is a workstation that's actually more compact and more minimal than an iMac. The important thing is this: the Studio Dock Pro has a 4 docking station built right into the monitor. On the side, you get a USB-C and 2 USB-A ports, all running at 10 gigabits per second. On the back, you have the main connections for your setup: HDMI, DisplayPort, another USB-C input, 2 extra USB 2.0 ports, an aux jack, and the power input. Once you connect your Mac Mini with a single cable, the monitor basically becomes the hub for everything. Your hard drives, keyboard, mouse, speakers, everything all plug into the monitor instead of the Mac Mini. And because the ports are on the front and side, you actually use them instead of reaching behind your desk every time. It completely changed the workflow. One cable handles your display, accessories, data transfers, and even power for smaller devices. All the dongles you use to keep it around, you can pretty much forget about them. There's also a high-end Thunderbolt 5 version that adds an even faster TB5 port, an extra USB-C port, a 2.5G Ethernet jack, and SD microSD slots. So if you need more speed or pro-level connectivity, that version turns the monitor into the full desktop workstation. But the most impressive feature, at least for me as a content creator, is the built-in M.2 SSD expansion slot. This is something Apple would never give you. Here it uses a convenient, strong magnetic interface. You just open the cover, snap in an M.2 SSD, and that's it. No tools, no screws, nothing complicated. It supports small form factor SSDs and it connects through PCIe lanes, so the speed is fast enough for real everyday workloads. If you buy the base 256 gigs Mac Mini M4, this could honestly save you. Instead of paying Apple's upgrade prices, you can install your own 1, 2, 4, or even 8 TB SSD at a tiny fraction of the cost. And because it's built into the monitor instead of hanging externally, it feels more seamless and snappier than using an external drive, and it doesn't affect your Mac Mini's warranty. So yeah, if you shoot massive files like me and need a real storage, this feature alone might be the biggest reason to choose this monitor over any other 5K display. Now for the display quality, the Studio Dock Pro uses a 27-inch 5K Nano IPS panel. Here are the main specs on the screen, you can check them out. The image is incredibly sharp, colors are rich but natural, bright scenes pop, skin tones look lifelike, and it looks vibrant without drifting into oversaturation. Details crisp and clear. I use it for color tuning and Photoshop, and it's more than enough. Overall, it looks more vibrant than typical office monitors and very close to the signature MacBook look. Here I'm comparing with the 27-inch iMac Retina 5K display. Side by side, honestly, I barely notice any meaningful difference. It definitely doesn't fall behind. It's very clear that this monitor is targeting the Apple Studio Display crowd, but with a friendlier price and more practical features. So overall, using the Studio Dock Pro every day genuinely impressed me. The first thing you notice is how much cleaner your desk becomes once the Mac Mini snaps to the back and all those adapters disappear. One monitor, one cable, and the clutter is gone. Convenience is another big win. With all the ports on the side, you never have to reach behind the Mac Mini. So plugging a USB drive, transferring footage, or connecting peripherals is effortless. Workflow improves dramatically. The broad 5K screen, accurate colors, and adjustable stand make long editing sessions comfortable. And it literally feels like using an iMac, only more powerful and more flexible. If you're a Mac Mini M4 user with a messy desk, limited storage, or wanting an iMac style all-in-one setup, this monitor is perfect. For non-Mac Mini users or people needing higher refresh rate or ultra-precise color calibration, the Studio Display must be better. But overall, this thing is more than a monitor. It's a complete Mac Mini upgrade. Thanks for watching, and Sami will see you in the next one. Bye bye.